We on air. If something makes you anything, you got to pay very close attention to your body, or just how you're reacting to things. If something makes you go, question that. Cap on that. Like, really pay attention to that. Because, that's not even you talking. That's not even you consciously doing it. This is you unconsciously, because you consciously do things, and there's things that you unconsciously do. There's things that you do out of your own conscious because you want to do, and there's certain things that your body just takes over and just does on its own, whether you want it to or not. And when you go like this, somebody tells you something or you hear something, and you go, that is coming from deep down inside. Your body trying to send you a signal to pay attention to something. That is not you, noticing something. Yeah, you're noticing something, but deep down inside, you're noticing something that if you don't pay attention to, it's going to slip right by. So you got to pay attention to the things you do even unconsciously, and then be like, why is that happening? Because I'm telling you, when you go something, you hear something, or you question something, like, and you go, that is something deep down inside trying to send you a signal to be like, watch that. Pay more close attention to that. Turn this music down. I don't want to be copyrighted. Yeah. Oh, that's who drives the McLaren, some construction dude. I was wondering who drove the McLaren who came over here to me. But yeah, gotta pay attention to that. Gotta pay attention to, pay close. That's when you really zoom in and you figure out, why is that the signal that my body sent me? But that's showing you pay more close attention to that. Because this is your higher self giving you a signal that you can't pick up because you in the matrix with all these distractions. But something sometimes be trying to help you sometimes. Your higher self inside be trying to help you. Like, because your body takes over when it feels like you're not doing enough, like headstrong, mind strong. If you're not doing it, your body takes over and it does it. So it'll send you the signals. It'll, just like with anything, like, even like if you get sick or something, if you're not taking care of your body, doing what you're supposed to be doing, it will take over without you and start doing the job on its own. And that's why we look at these diseases and we be like, thinking that these symptoms that we get are the disease, when really that's just the body taking control and fighting because it doesn't feel like you're doing enough. So it has to take control and fight and do it itself. Because what you don't do to protect yourself, your body's gonna protect itself. What you don't do to protect itself, from your angle, from your point, your body will take over and protect itself without your approval or not. It'll just do it. So, like I said, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, even with your health wise, your body will take over. Your body's like, oh, they're not doing what they're supposed to. Okay, well, I need to take over. Okay, I'm going to put this area aside, this trash bag, and I'm going to put all of this waste inside of this trash bag that this person is going to decipher as a tumor. And they're going to look at it like it's a tumor, but it's really me using my intelligence to get all the waste and put it in a certain space in this person's body so it could be easier for them to get rid of when it's time for them to get rid of it. Even though they're going to look at it like it's a tumor, but this is me cleaning up, helping them gather it all together and putting it in one spot so it can be easier to get rid of because they're not doing it, so I got to do it. It's like when you flinch too. Like if you flinch, young Pharaoh actually taught me this one. When you flinch, like when you flinch, you can't control that. This is your body taking on its own, because it doesn't feel like you can protect it or you're going to protect it. So it feels like I have to protect us. And that's why it flinches. If somebody goes to, and you flinch, that's the body taking over, trying to protect itself, because it doesn't feel like you're going to do it. So whatever you don't do consciously, the body's going to unconsciously come in and feel it to protect itself. Because our intelligence level for survival is just so high beyond what we can't even imagine. So when your body sends that, when you get that signal, like I said, that's not even you doing it. That's something uncontrollably from deep down inside coming out, making you go, And us being in the Matrix, the way we've been programmed with everything, we just ignore it and keep moving on with our life. Like we did go, but you're not taught to stop and focus right there on that. When really, that's a teachable moment right there. And you should be taught that since you're a child, to be like, that's when you stop and focus in right there. When you're going, just pay attention to your life the next time any scenario happens, right? Whether somebody's telling you something, you doing something, you happen to look up and you see something, pay attention when your body goes, cap in right there, zoom in right there, and just sit right there in that moment and be like, even if you don't figure anything out, just captivate the moment to be like, okay, let me not just pass this moment up like it's just any moment. Let me keep this as a memory. So if something comes later, like, like a picture or something. So if something comes later, you're going to be like, that's why. It was like, that's why. It's going to come in. It's going to fit the picture later. It's going to fit the picture later. But definitely don't ignore that. Do not ignore that. Do not ignore that. That's when you zoom in extra. I'm messing around with a pumpkin seed. Jeez.